that, I was in an even more male-dominated industry. And when I went to do the permits, the licensing, the store build-out.
Well, it's my absolute pleasure to be joined by Aliyah Harris, founder of Alchemy by Aliyah Academy. Now, you're drawing upon some of your own experiences to help empower women, teaching them lessons that you've learned, giving them confidence, learning to how to live the sort of life that they want to be living. Tell me about that and how it came about.
Yeah, so Alchemy Aliyah was founded about 3 years ago. I created this space to motivate and inspire women because I realized there's really a gap in the market when it comes to confidence and self-love. Right. Especially now with social media, a lot of women are feeling like they have to compete in spaces. And because social media is so visual, a lot of people think being beautiful is enough when you actually should work inside out. And that beauty radiates outside of you when you put in the work inside. So I wanted to create this platform to teach women how to do that. And I've drawn on my own personal experiences to use it as an example for women all over the world.
And that's the best way as a role model, because when people are responding to you, or you want them to respond to you, they need to know that you're credible, you're genuine, you have a story, and you're going to understand them.
Yes, 100%. I think that feeling of knowing that another woman can relate to you who's done it before, it resonates very differently than just going on a stage and speaking to women from a place of no experience. I've failed multiple times. I've started multiple businesses, and I have gone through life as a mother, as a wife, and I know now some things that could have helped me in my journey a lot sooner. And I wanted to share that with other women, and them knowing that I actually have the know-how, that I've applied it, and that they can see it in my life today is what really creates a good space for inspiration for other women.
I can totally see that. Right behind us, we have the Wall of Impact. What we've been doing is been inviting women to come and put questions on the wall. They're putting questions in the bowl. We're receiving questions on social media. To save you stretching across, I'm going to reach in the bowl and take a question, which I'll put to you now.
Okay, perfect.
Let me just grab this then, and let's swap that around. Oh, and then let's see now. What skills? So that's just behind you there on the wall, and I'll read it to you here. And this is from Ishad.
Okay.
Ishad is asking you for your reply and experience for this. What skills should young women focus on developing to thrive in their future workplace?
Yes, that's an amazing question. Thank you so much. One skill that I find very important is learning the skill of communication very early. I have lived in the Middle East for over 9 years now. My start of my first business was actually in Dubai, where I opened my first boutique. That was my first entrepreneurial venture, and in a male-dominated world, sorry, no offense.
None taken.
I think women have to learn the skill of communication. Going in a room, being able to express yourself, being able to stand up for yourself, being able to teach other people what you believe in and what you don't, and not carrying that fear in these environments are extremely important. I remember when I first started my business, I wanted a brick and mortar store. I was in fashion. Right. My first boutique was called Pierre Noir. It was actually a luxury lingerie brand. In university, I studied business, I studied fashion, and in this space, I realized once I relocated to Dubai from Miami, that I was in an even more male-dominated industry. And when I went to do the permits, the licensing, the store build-out, I found myself as the only woman a lot of the time. And what I realized is you have to be confident in who you are and stand up and be able to speak about what you want confidently. It's not about being rude, it's about being assertive. And I think that's something that I learned in that environment with a lot of men, was that women sometimes shy away from speaking up because they feel maybe they won't be received, or they have a lot of fear around speaking. So communication is extremely important. And I would say that is the biggest skill for young women to learn going forward.
I think that's an excellent point, really, I do. And especially when you're going to a foreign country, I think miscommunication can be the enemy.
Yes.
Because it might be unintended. And also, I know with you in a male-dominated country or business environment, then, yeah, you might not feel that you have that space to express yourself. So thank you for that, because that's for Ishad. And Ishad, I hope that's helped you out. And Aliyah has given you a good answer to that question. So Aliyah, thank you so much for joining us on the podcast here at the Doha Women Forum. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.